Ethical fashion recently made its way into mainstream media, with sustainability playing a role at London Fashion Week, showcasing ethically made clothing garments on the runway. I spoke to Prama Bhardwaj, director of the Ethical Fashion Forum and founder of award-winning ethical clothing company Mantis World, about what it means to produce fashion ethically and its importance.
I'm Prama Bhardwaj and I'm the CEO and founder of Mantis World. I started Mantis World 15 years ago. It's a supplier of blank garments, blank apparel, which we supply to companies. So we hold stock of menswear, women's wear, kids wear, baby wear and fashion basics, which are available then for companies or brands to decorate as they will and are distributed across Europe. We have a commitment that every worker should be treated fairly, deserves to have safe and fair working conditions, not have to work overly excessive long hours, and should be paid accordingly. We also have a commitment to increase our use of sustainable fibres year on year. We will only work with textile mills who have a functioning ETP, that's an effluent treatment plant, to make sure that the wastewater that goes back in the environment is safe. And we have a completely transparent supply chain, so we know every step of the way where things are made. So we work with suppliers in a few different countries, mostly Tanzania, Bangladesh and Pakistan. In Tanzania we've had a long-running relationship with various projects out there, especially to children's homes where they take in destitute children, clothe them, feed them, educate them and provide them a better way of living. So we're supporting those homes by providing their food, and we provide bed sheets, uniforms and other bits and pieces of support that we can. And when we started off there was about 50 children in that home, and we now have grown that to about 300 children that we help locally in Tanzania. We also have worked with our manufacturers in Pakistan. What we found in Pakistan is that women are really not part of economic life very much. It's very much a male-dominated industry, which is against the norm for the garment industry. Actually, normally it's women who are employed in garments, and so we're trying to work with them to bring more women into the workplace so they have a part of economic life and can command a little bit of independence as well. So that's a project that we're doing out in Faisalabad in Pakistan. The single most important thing is to address our addiction to fast fashion, where stores are constantly bringing in new collections, and they bring them in at very cheap prices because they want to attract consumers to buy more and more and more. And it's a false addiction. It doesn't actually make us happy. It consumes a huge amount of resource, puts a lot of pressure on suppliers who have their margins cut, and we end up with a huge problem of waste. Where does this stuff go? There are consumer action groups that you can join. Fashion Revolution is probably one of the most famous ones. After the collapse of Rana Plaza in 2013, there was over 1,100 people were killed in that in Bangladesh, mostly textile workers. So to commemorate that, every year there is Fashion Revolution Day, where we ask brands, who made my clothes? The other thing that consumers can do is just be more informed. Look at the label, look for organic cotton, look for sustainable fibres, and try and work with brands who respect workers' rights.